So now we move up for a heat in the Wyfold Challenge Cup between the Rudern Club Bayer Leverkusen and Putney Town Rowing Club.
Go.
Well, this is 40 years since Putney Town first entered Henley Regatta. Straightening up off the start there, pretty aggressive start, but they're getting their line now, and both crews off pretty cleanly. So 40 years since Putney Town went past day one at Henley, so they're delighted to be here. Day two of the Wyfold Challenge Cup here at Henley Regatta, and the Putney Town guys are hanging on to Bayer Leverkusen. You'd expect the Germans to have the form here, Greg.
We would expect the Germans to have the form, but yeah, the Putney Town crew started nicely, stayed tight to the island. We often see some quite mixed steering from these Coxless fours and the Wyfolds. They're quite close to these booms just in front of us, but I think the Putney Town crew doing a decent job trying to hang in there as Bayer Leverkusen is starting to ease out.
And the Germans' regular appearance here at Henley Royal Regatta. They won the Brit in 2016, another fours event. They rowed down on the Rhine in North Rhine-Westphalia. They also have a lake to row on the Fuhlinger Lake, so they've got tremendous water, and they produce well-drilled, strong crews every time.
And there's a lot of quality in this crew for Bayer Leverkusen. Leon Lenzen and Adrian Ernst won gold in the lightweight men's four at the recent German championships, whilst their two colleagues won silver in the men's four. So they've now got together in this event in the Coxless four to race here at Henley. And they're, as we see coming down the course, they're getting some control of this race as they're coming down to about the 2 or 3 minutes into the race.
At the left of our picture, we've got the Putney Town Rowing Club crew, rather less experience in the boat here, but a pair of brothers. Again, we've got various sibling themes going on throughout the regatta. Saw some siblings in boats yesterday, different siblings in different races this morning, but in the bows there we got Sam and Jamie Dizerans racing together at Henley for the first time in that Putney Town crew, and only recently learned to row. Jamie learned from September 2015, and that's his first Henley, and his brother had won a race in the Temple Challenge Cup last year at Southampton University, so he's got experience of rowing down through the track.
They're also used to travelling as we see these the crews coming down the course. We've got the Bayer Leverkusen crew, and they seeing in the two-seat. Adrian Ernst got gold at the head of the Charles in 2015, rowing in a junior coxed four, which counts as one of his highlights. In the bow seat behind him, Leon Lenzel has 2 gold medals at this year's this year's German championships, and he's hoping to build on that with a good experience here at Henley.
Yeah, the Bayer Leverkusen crew told us that yesterday they felt they had a rather tense start, and today they were looking to be more relaxed, to get their steering better, but also to communicate within the crews. I think that's a mark of experience to say one of our issues is communication. When you're in a coxless boat, you think there's not much communication going on, but actually there's quite a lot. Even if it's just a yes, that's going well, somebody will be making the tactical calls and just making sure that they're feeling good and they're working together as a unit.
Well, it tends to be a confidence thing, doesn't it, within a crew, that you know what each other's thinking, you know how each other's feeling about the race, and you can respond in the right ways. And I think that grows as the regatta goes on.
Looking here at the Putney crew, and strokeman Alex Duncombe sitting there, 23 years old, and he rowed for 5 years at KCS Wimbledon, who performed so well yesterday evening at Henley, won several medals at the national schools, and stroked the fastest ever 8 from Kings, he claimed, but missed out on Henley last year due to a rib stress fracture. And he's been captain of boats at Queen's College, Cambridge, where he rowed for 3 more years. So a lot of experience there, and driving his crew on. But it's quite a big gap now that's opened up with the rowing, tennis and hockey club Bayer Leverkusen men from Germany.
Well, and we can see the Putney Town crew, they've not given up in any way at all, still raising the stroke rate. The Bayer Leverkusen crew beside them are thinking now, what is their communication like? Are they calm? Are they in control? And I think the important thing here is you actually keep your stroke length, and you still want to have a good experience. You don't want to panic as you know how to control a race.
Yeah, it's great to see the Germans coming back year after year to Henley. They love racing here. It's something special for them, and a nice strong row from them. In this Wyfold, which is one of the Wyfold Challenge Cup, one of the oldest events here at Henley, began in 1855. A historic event. Has been competed fiercely pretty much every year since then, and looking now at the back of Leon Lenzen the double gold medalist in this year's German Championship, and he's really trying to aim for success at Henley to cap his season.
And I think their coach Ralph Muller will be pleased with the way they're performing here. He's a very experienced coach. He's coached at the club since 1986, twice been to the Olympic Games, coaching the German Coxless 4 in 08 and the German Women's 8 in 2012.
Yeah, and you can see the difference here on the left. Putney Town really still hacking at it, hammering at it, pushing it, trying to get on, but they're starting to look a little bit more tired though. One final chance for a push, and I guess that one of the guys in the crew there will be calling on for a final go, a final push to see if they can make it. Whereas the Germans here sitting strong, sitting solid, nice moments of stillness as they sit back at the finish and let the boat run at its fastest point as the blade comes out of the water. Strong support for both crews as they pass through the enclosures into the sunshine and towards the finish line.
And they're strong men, they're big men in the Bayer Leverkusen crew, as Julius Christ is over 2 meters tall, sitting in the stroke seat, leading the crew over the line, and they'll be pleased with that result. And the crew from Putney Town were pleased to have raced yesterday, made it through a round of Henley, but we see confirmation in the Wyfold, that win for Bayer Leverkusen over Putney Town.